Hi, welcome to this brand new series on Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect Expert. So here we will look at some questions. These are complex ones because this certification is for expert level. But if you are into IT, you can do it. If you go through the series and explanations that we are putting up here, it will be very clear for you how to attack the problems. Nothing is complex if you come to this channel, Cloud Guru channel. So if you are not yet subscribed, do so. There are 1,000+ videos on cloud certifications, AWS, Azure, GCP, GCP. We don't worry about other cloud platforms. There are a lot of them that has popped up. So this is our first question. So let us understand this. Your company is using Defender for cloud and Sentinel. So since we are into security arena now, so we will hear a lot about such services like Defender, Sentinel, and this is the flow they have given. Today, this is the architecture which shows the data flows from clients. Here they have a firewall and they have a firewall premium here and then virtual machines. So we are supposed to design a logging and auditing solution for this architecture. And the solution should meet following things. We are saying integrate WAF logs with Sentinel. Okay. So that means Microsoft Sentinel should say, see this box, if this is Sentinel, and here you have your logs, Sentinel should talk to your logs. And second requirement, use Defender for cloud to review alerts from virtual machine. See, this virtual machine here, this one is alerting something. It is alerting. Should you take action on each alert or whatever? Then leave it to Defender for cloud. It will review. So, what should you include in your solution for WAF? For WAF, here, what do you want? See, you have two requirements. Right? We told WAF. See, this is Sentinel and this is WAF. So Sentinel and WAF, they need to talk to each other. So what they need a mobile phone to talk to each other. They need a mobile phone. What is that mobile phone? That mobile phone is data connector. Common sense. Looking at the word itself, common sense is data connector. They need to talk to each other. That means they need to connect to each other. Data connector. This one, if you see, this is the right one. So what will data connector do? So Sentinel will use this data connector to talk to WAS. Okay, and you can use WAF data connector in Sentinel to put these logs from a configured log analytics workspace. This is the right answer. So this is correct. The Azure diagnostic extension, it is used to collect logs. Which logs? WAF logs? No, application logs. So this is not good. Network watcher, common sense. It is a watchman, like your security guard in your apartment complex. What it is doing? It is watching who's getting in, who's getting out in the network. So this has a different purpose. Now workflow automation. See, automation means you are trying to automate some manual thing. What is the manual thing? The security guard, the moment he spots a thief, he alerts manually. So you are trying to automate that. So Sentinel So it will automate responses to security incidents. It is not used to allow these two entities to talk to each other. Okay, what about for virtual machines? What should we use? So what we have to do with virtual machines? We have to see for virtual machines, Defender for Cloud will review the alerts. So that means they will need log analytics agent. So why this agent is required? Why agent is required? See, in the Indian government system, if you see, most places, if you don't pay bribe, it does not work. So you hire an agent. So there are corporates like Accenture, IBM, etc. They don't like to pay money. They are telling we are white people, white collared people. We don't get into corruption. We have very strong integrity. Then how will they work in India? So countries like India. So they hire one agent. The agent may do all those corruption like bribing some people and etc to get the work done. In turn, these corporates can say that boss, we are a very high integrity individual. So it is like you want to eat uh, a lamb meat, but you yourself are not uh, cutting the lamb or killing the lamb. You are giving it to someone to kill, and then you are taking a portion of that meat. And then you think, oh, I have not done it. That guy has killed it. So I am a very good human being. So this one, log analytics agent, have a look at this one. This is a good one. This is correct. See, this agent, what it will do is it will collect logs and performance data from the VMs and send it to log analytics workspace. So see, for a lot of these solutions, see, I work for a bank, big bank. So they have data centers and they had 200 approximately uh, machine servers. So we have to monitor those servers. So we installed agent. There was a application performance management APM software. So we installed that agent in each of this server so that it can continuously check the logs and send it in a centralized place. So we have now established why we should use log analytics agent. But what about other stuff like Azure diagnostics extension? So Azure diagnostics extension. So this is for uh, application logs. Okay, it is not a primary component for reviewing alerts. You see this? It is just collecting data, and that is application logs, not WAF or anything. Storage analytics. So you have storage account, right? Like blob storage. It will tell you whatever activities happened there. It will not alert you about security problems with VMs. It is like your security guard. You want to know who entered and if a thief entered, alert should come. But this storage analytics is all about you have in your apartment complex a storage space where you store all the gardening equipments, etc. So uh, you don't want the statistics of that if there are all equipments or something is missing. You are not looking for that. You are looking for security alerts, like whatever whoever is trying to intrude through the gate. That is what you are looking for. Data connectors, like we explained, data connector is like a mobile phone. You want two people to talk to each other. You use here in this part of the question. It is not about talking to each other. And workflow automation, you want to automate responses to alerts. Automate that response. So uh, if a vegetable vendor comes, you automatically respond the security guard response. Okay, this guy is allowed to get in. So like that, there are automated responses. You see, my gate, lot of apartment complexes used in India. So that is a part of semi-automation or automation. So it's like people get in, the security guards makes an entry in my gate. It comes to you for approval because each flat owner has a account in my gate. It comes to you for approval, and you approve it or you deny it. So that is an automated way of doing it. And the risk is also transferred to the owner. Therefore, it is more secure. So these two would be our answers. We have explained in a detailed manner. See, this is a complex certification. So you should understand the concepts very clearly because you may or may not get the same question. Okay, most likely the questions will be slightly different, most likely because uh, but if you solve these questions, you will feel that it is not very different. I can still answer it. In this question, you are creating the security recommendations. See, this certification is all about the security guard in your apartment complex. It is all about the cops in your district, village, or the city. It is all related to security. Now you are creating security recommendations. Your list of recommendations you are creating, like do's and don'ts from a best practices standpoint. For what? For Azure app service, web app named app. So this app you are doing it. Users will request access to this app through My Apps portal. So, so once there is access, will they gain access automatically? No. There will be a human being there. They will check and decide whether to approve or not. That is first. Second is users will authenticate by using AD user accounts. See, in every project, mostly like in a good size project, you have something like uh, Active Directory to manage your users, user accounts, groups, etc. And that is used for authentication to your system. So it is here also. First, the user is saying, boss, give me access. Second, then the user gets access, his account is set in AD. They will authenticate using that user account. So you need to recommend a security architecture. You recommend and assess the security architecture. What you should include in the recommendation. So basically, you are preparing a best practices checklist. What you should put here. So to enable AD authentication, what should be used here? To enable AD authentication for this app. See, what is this guy asking? This guy is saying first step, uh, people, please give me access. I want to first register for this access. Please give me access. So what he will do? There will be an AD application. He will go there and say, ask for this. Just please give me access. That is a first basic step. Forget about managed identity defender for app, etc. There is a Azure AD application. This guy will go there and tell register and tell I want access. Simple. See, AD proxy, if you have an application, web app, sorry, the app application, web application in your on premises and you want to link it with Azure AD, then you use it. So that is wrong here. And application gateway is a load balancer for web traffic. So it is not applied directly here. And the managed entities is if you want to authenticate to some other services uh, without again and again adding your credentials, then you use managed entities. And defender, see, defender is like it will defend, like your border security force defends your border. That means It will provide visibility, control, and threat protection for cloud applications. It will defend. Here, first step is, see, defending is the other thing. First step is I want access. That is the user is saying. What should I do? Where should I go and register for that access? That is the basic requirement here. See here, uh, for the next one, to implement access request for app one, you will make use of access package in identity governance. What does this package do? This package, you read this portion. See, it is a key component. Whenever we get a new user, we want to bundle the resources a user need access to. Like, see, a user is coming in. Now they need access to probably the web, the website, the front end, the back end, the database to fire SQL queries and test certain things. So that bundling is done here through access packages. These are the key components. So see, once you gain access, the next thing is, okay, in the application, what are you going to do? I want to give that access also. Do you only want front end access? Do you only want back end access? Do you want both access? Will you be an administrator of the database? Will you just have read access to the database? I have to think of so many things. Okay, that is the thing. That's what this guy will help you with. Identity governance. This guy will help you with this one. Okay. Okay. The next thing is here, access policy. See, access policy will be after that. Like once we provide the access. So here it is saying, uh, like how do you control user activity, data access within cloud applications based on conditions. This is about creating policies. The first thing is forget about policy. First thing, what is this guy supposed to access? First define that. Then you think about, okay, in policies, I will create a policy and then that is the next step. See, if you're working in corporate, your managers usually get this mail that, hey, this guy is having access to this system. Uh, does he continually need access? Can you review it? That is possible through identity governance. It is a review service which will help uplines to review. Your uplines managers, they can review and certify whether you need continued access or not. Okay, as your AD conditional access app control. See, whatever you are doing in cloud, real time, I want to monitor. Then you use this. Currently, we don't even know this guy after gaining access to the system. Is he supposed to monitor things? We don't know. So how can we say, okay, we will use this? See, anything with OAuth app is for controlling third-party applications. Right now, here in this question, there is no mention of third-party applications. So this would be our final answer. Subscribe if you are really interested with cloud certifications. It is necessary to have cloud certifications in your CV. And for your information, employers are not all asking only for foundation cloud certifications. They want these professional certifications because that way they get a guarantee that you understand the concepts, you have worked, you can work on projects. That is a guarantee they need. Okay. See, if you go to Hyderabad, you will get lot of people who have just certified. You interview them, they are not able to clear the interviews on these areas. So let us not aim to be that kind of consultants. We should understand the concepts and become an expert at those concepts. So get certified so that once you get an engagement, you can work on it, and that will also add a lot of weight to your profile within your organization. Or you, if you're looking to switch to a different organization on these technologies, it will add an edge there. Or within your organization, you want to now switch and enhance your skills and get into a cloud-based project. You can do that also. So this brings us to the end of this part. This is just the first part. This is just the first part. We will post many more such parts.